Hi everybody, it's Lisa Marie here. Hi my sweet lifers. Listen, today in the apothecary garden, I've got a few more little things that I wanted to put into the apothecary garden. So today I'm going to show you the toothache plant, marjoram, calendula, yarrow, thyme, and I've got a little bit of chamomile that's over there in a great big pot that I showed you on the garden tour. I'm going to take a couple of plugs out of it and incorporate it in here as well. Just so I've got different spots in the garden that have the chamomile. Chamomile is so helpful with teas. It's just a really great thing to have in your garden. And the thing about the apothecary garden that's so important is that whenever you have something little, like maybe, well, a toothache, you can come out here and you can grab this little plant and you basically chew on it. And then after you chew on it, it makes that area in your mouth numb. And so many little tiny things can be used in the apothecary garden for remedies. Lavender, you can make soaps, you can make bath salts, there's tea, there's all just, there's so many wonderful things that you can make that are not vegetables. And so what I write about in my column and what I've written about in multiple columns is in the garden you should have a place for vegetables, you should have a place for your flowers. You should try to always incorporate flowers that bees and butterflies love because that's going to help everything always. But the other thing you might want to consider is putting in a little bit of an apothecary garden, something that you can go to if you need to make a tea or a tincture or add to vinegar or to some sort of a salad, just a little extra up. So today we're going to do that. So I'm going to come back over here and find a spot to start planting a few little seeds. And I'm thinking maybe right here would be a good spot for some more of this thyme. Now I've got thyme over there, but I want to put, this is orange thyme. Orange thyme is a little bit different and it's got a very distinctive flavor. And I want you to look at those little seeds. See how tiny they are? It's a windy day today too. So we're going to have to be super duper careful about this. I may just sprinkle them in a little clump and then thin them out and move them around a little bit later. And put a little, just do a little tiny spot for them. So little. See how tiny they are? So tiny. Whoop. Scared they're going to blow away. Just going to sprinkle them in. Right there. They like me. They don't want to come off my skin. And then I'm just going to take that and cover it over and pat it right down. Okay, so there's the thyme. Over here, I'm going to do a little housekeeping with this mint. This mint is crazy. If you like mint, plant mint. But I'm going to tell you right now, I think you should try to plant mint in a container. I put mint in this garden, in this bed, years ago. And every year it just keeps coming back. Over and over and over and over and over again. And if you're not careful, it'll just take over and make some space for it. That's what we're trying to do here. Okay. So let's put some of this toothache plant right here. Use little bitty seeds too. See those seeds? I'm just going to sprinkle them in there like that. Get the rest of them off my fingers and hands. And I'm just going to toss and pat. And God will take care of the rest of it. Let's pick up over here. I'm going to pull this mint up and I'll put it somewhere else because I need the space. put in here some calendula. I see some bows of mine, some ants that I don't do very well with. Stuffing around in here. Oh, these are beautiful. Look at these guys. Aren't those lovely? Now, I'll tell you what, this says needs full sun, rich soil, moderate moisture, and it self-sows. So this may be one of those that comes back next year. I'm just going to sprinkle them all in there like that. I'll cover it up a little bit. Since I do have ants in this bed, I'm just going to pat them down a little bit. Do a little bit of that. What do we have left to do? Marjoram and yarrow. So we'll pick it up. See if we can find a spot over here. I think I'll do some marjoram here. This is the sweet marjoram. You use this in cooking. Yeah, itsy bitsy seeds, guys, so tiny. Itty bitty ones. Just gonna sprinkle them in there just like that. Feel my hand. I'm just gonna take this and just cover it like that. Pat, 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 so they don't blow away. And then let's find a spot for this yarrow. Where should we put the yarrow? Maybe right along here would be nice. This does produce a beautiful flower. And that'll be a nice little extra to have right here. Well, hello, Angie. How are you today? How are you today? You guys should just see these girls in the catnip. If you're following me on Instagram, you probably saw them. They were taking turns at who could waller in it yesterday. I've had a fun time keeping them out of it. Not really. I planted it for them. Alright, now this, we're going to do a line like this. Skip that anise and do a line like this. And there are those seeds. They're itsy bitsy. They look a lot like the lettuce seeds, except like little tiny itty bitty petite ones. I'm just going to sprinkle them all around. I think I'm just going to sprinkle them in here too, at the base of that foxglove, and maybe a few over here. See how they do, just on the ground as well as in this little hole that I've made. That's the thing about gardening. You should try it. Try different things. See how things go. Sometimes when you try something, it turns out all right. Listen, I hope you guys have found some value in this. I hope you guys will plant or consider planting a little bit of medicine in your backyard, because it's so important to have that, just to be able to walk out there and make a pot of tea and or even a mojito. If you did, do me a favor, like and share. Don't forget to ring the bell, and we'll see you soon on the channel. Take care.